Electric cars to buy in 2023. Almost every iconic car brand in the world has jumped onto the trend of manufacturing electric cars. So, let's check out the upcoming hotly anticipated rollouts in the next year. Number 1. Audi A6 E-TRON. Audi is going back to their good old sleek look after manufacturing many heavy-built SUVs with their new generation series called A6. The X factor of the A6 series is that it will have an e-tron electronic model. A thinly wheeled prototype was showcased about a few years ago. The prototype was a four-wheeler concept vehicle with its double engines roaring up to 469 horsepower and provided a performance level of a supercar. It is expected to have dual-motor production variants and milder, two-wheel drive A6 E-TRONs. Similar technology used by Porsche Taycan 800-volt rapid charging will be available. Audi A6 E-TRON will go around 200 miles in under 10 minutes if it's sufficiently charged by the suitable quick charger. 80% of battery charge is achieved after 15 minutes. This sleek automobile is effective in clearing the air due to its build, and the effective paint plays a vital role in reducing the drag and deflecting solar radiation. This makes the Audi cooler literally and figuratively, and doesn't make its air conditioning to work hard. Although, it is yet to be determined whether the headlight technology, which can display text and films in headlights, will make it into production automobiles, but it would surely give Tesla Model S a run for their money. The price is $56,345 and northwards. Number 2. Fisker Ocean. This electric car is said to have its size almost the same as PANDA and Enyaq, or Volkswagen ID.4. It's built on Fisker's newly created lightweight platform. When full range is ready, front-wheel drive and all-wheel drive configurations would be available. Compared to the above-mentioned electric automobile, Fisker Ocean is quite behind in terms of battery charge, which will be available only up to 400 volts. Both battery choices would be promised to be capable of DC fast charging at the rates which go up to 250 kilowatts. This would put it in the same league with Tesla, which delivers the same speed. If it's true, the Ocean will cover 100 miles range within 8 minutes and achieves 80% charge under the 30 minutes. It should be noted that it's quite an impressive feat, and with that, this feat carries over to the price of $61,627 for Top Spec Edition 1, with a range of 340 miles. Number 3. 2023 Lexus RZ 450e. The biggest car maker in the world, Toyota has a branch that manufactures cars as the epitome of luxury called Lexus. This model would be the premium brand's maiden electric vehicle in the United States. With the horsepower of 308 compounding with a 71.4 kilowatt battery pack helps in powering up this debutant EV. These RZ electric models are equipped with a technology inspired from Toyota bZF4X called steer-by-wire technology. The idea of this technology is to replace the steering wheel with the steering control with a compact shape. Number 4. BMW i5. Audi's longtime rival BMW has also joined in manufacturing electric car models. So, there would be no surprise when sparks fly off from the heated rivalry between their new, hotly anticipated models, Audi A6 E-TRON and the BMW i5. The i5 will take i4 technology and encapsulate in a spacious, four-door body, with a touring estate predicted for 2024, implication being that the power outputs will be on par from model to model, with the entry-level i5 eDrive 40 duplicating its equivalent 250 kilowatt motor from i4. i5 will be equipped with a single-motor rear drive variant and all-wheel drive twin-motor derivative, with up to 536 bhp power. The range would be approximately up to 300 miles between charges. i5 design reverts back to its classic look, maybe, just maybe, trying to appeal to their classic fans? Number 5. Fiat Panda. Although remodeling of the decades-old concept is what gives its design, this new Fiat model is different from the older models, because it runs, no pun intended, on electricity. Fiat celebrated its 120th anniversary in 2019 with the Centrovente, and based on this car design and changed its shapes to simply square, is a way of showing homage to the original 1980 Panda. Thus, a scaled-down Centrovente with Panda emblems is set to go into production. What's expected from this model and reimaging is that, in all likelihood, it would be quite larger than the current Panda, have a minimalistic design with a modern twist on the original form. Number 6. 2023 Nissan Ariya. Nissan Leaf has been selling since 2010, and after a decade later, Nissan has created another EV. 2023 Nissan Ariya is expected to roll out at the end of the year. This is their second all-electric vehicle since the Leaf. In spite of its announcement in 2020, however, its release faced the postponement due to the Wuhan virus pandemic, which also led to the shortage of components for Ariya. Its futuristic design, but also utilitarian cabin is quite captivating. It should be highlighted that Nissan Ariya is an SUV equipped with all-wheel drive and a liquid-cooled battery pack that could go on a range of approximately 300 miles. So in short, it is worth the wait, so keep your disappointments at bay, please. Number 7. Kia EV9. After getting accolades for EV6, Kia decided to follow its footsteps into creating EV9, which is expected to debut in the first quarter. Before going any further, it should be understood that Kia aims directly at the vast American market, and it's not suitable to drive around city streets. That should keep your expectations down before it gets bloated up. EV9 is comparable in terms of size and with the likes of Range Rover, as it has 7 seats and a spacious interior. Just like its predecessor EV6, Kia EV9 will use eGMP foundations. This includes ultra-fast charging because its electrical system is loaded with 800 volts and a vehicle-to-load V2L capability that allows users to power 240-volt electric devices from their car. Note that there is a requirement of all-wheel drive. Prices for the Kia EV9 are expected to range between $55,000 and $62,000. Number 2. Mini Cooper. Mini Cooper is very keen to turn their models to electric cars. The first vehicle would be a direct replacement for 3-door mini electric car, which would roll out in the next year and be manufactured in China instead of UK, where the present model is manufactured. The new model is designed with the collaboration from Chinese company called Great Wall Motors that utilizes the same groundwork as the Aura Good Cat. Those who want their minis to be big love, then they have to master their patience until 2024 for a completely electric Countryman. It will be constructed at BMW's Leipzig facility after shifting production bases, where it will roll out the same line that originally assembled the BMW's i3. It will be larger than the present model and use the same underpinnings as the future BMW iX1. Within that same year, a third electric Mini is planned to make an entrance into the assembly car lineup. The new Clubman is predicted to be a rough approximation towards the hatch version. This is the second time it is built in China. It was based on the ASMN idea. Number 9. LOTUS ELETRE. This model is described as Hyper SUV, which is a far cry from the lightweight sports car that helps the brand to stand out from other car brands. On the contrary, the company Lotus itself contends that ELETRE has assimilated the designs and technical ideas from the previous models. It promises to travel further and faster with the accumulation of these aforementioned previous ideas. It should be warned that these models are expensive even for the most basic ones, that cost roughly $112,700. It will have power output of around 600 bhp and a 0 to 60 mph race pace of less than 3 seconds. Also, charging is anticipated to be quickened since the ELETRE has the ability to take a 350 kW supply, which is believed to increase the range of 100 kWh battery by 250 miles with an estimation of over 20 minutes. Lotus ELETRE should be able to go on for 373 miles on full charge. Number 10. Mercedes EQE and EQS SUV. Mercedes EQE has a comparable silhouette with the Ioniq 6 and is currently available in the market. But for the people waiting for its sports utility stablemate, unfortunately we'll have to wait until the premiere in the middle of October. EQE will be a 5-seater, but its SUV counterpart EQS SUV will have 7 seats. EQE offers a more dynamic driving experience than the larger vehicle. Mercedes also asserts that the EQE SUV would be one of the most spacious vehicles in its class. So there should be anticipation for lots of EQE design cues in an interior that includes a huge center console and the possibility of a full-width digital dash. Look out for another 2 awesome technology features such as air suspension and 4-wheel steering. The running gear will be akin to that of EQE and EQS SUV saloons, although it is to be mentioned that the rear drive variants will be able to go 400 miles or more between charges. Thus, people should expect a very heavy power from the AMG Performance dual-motor all-wheel variant drive. It seems like some of the brands in this list are newcomers to this field. So the question is, did they perform better than the experienced? Please comment down below.